Okay, so we're gonna try this vlogging thing. First of all, don't know how people vlog in the car because, like, where did they get their phone or their camera where they don't get a double check? I have like a mount, but I still get a really bad double check, which I hate. Anyways, we're gonna try this vlogging thing this week. So I finally feel this is like the week after Thanksgiving. I headed back to work, which I'm really not super excited about because the 3 weeks between Thanksgiving and Christmas break are usually chaos in school. There's just a lot of things that are off of our normal routine. And you know, the kids are excited and they're just like, it's fun, but it's exhausting and there's just so much to do. So not super excited. Also, like, I have a bunch of things to do this morning that I don't know if I'm going to get done before the kids get here. My kids come in at 8:05 and looks like I'm getting to work at like 7:30. So that gives me a half an hour, and I have to set up I have like Christmas lights that I want to put up. In some years I don't go like all out because if I have kids that don't celebrate Christmas or whatever, this year all my kids do, so I am going like more full out, but I do other projects and stuff too. It's so hot in here. I do other projects too, like I do Hanukkah stuff, Kwanzaa stuff, all that kind of stuff, like throughout the year too. So Diwali, Ramadan, all the holidays that I can find. But anyways, there's just a lot for me to put up. I also have in my classroom, I have a little like dramatic play area job kind of shop thing, and it's gift wrapping station this month, and I brought some stuff for it, but I don't know if that's gonna get up in time, so I might have to do that during my prep. I don't know. I have a prep period today because they have PE. So anyways, moral of the story is I don't know if I'm gonna get everything done. So I just got home. I ran to my I went to my parents' house to help my mom out with some stuff, but on Sunday my mom made turkey soup with our leftovers from Thanksgiving. So she packed up some stuff for me. So I am actually going to heat up some for dinner, and she gave me some like bread too. So yeah, and this is angel food cake she made also. She gave me a frozen one. Sorry, like you're way down here. A frozen one that she just throws in like an old soup container, and a not frozen one that I'm gonna cook tonight. And then she also gave me some fresh bread that they just got the other day. So I'm going to cook that and also do the dishes because today they came and fixed my dishwasher. It's been leaking. So apparently the first time they thought it was the gasket. They replaced that, still leaking. So now they when the guy came and looked at it today, he said it is, I guess, where like you put the dishwasher detergent, like in the little thing, there's supposed to be a screw there and there's no screw there. So it's just like leaking out water into the door, I guess. I don't really know. So gonna do some dishes because I have a sink full of dishes because I didn't want there to be a bunch of dishes in the dishwasher while they were looking at it. I had been running my dishwasher, but I had like a towel underneath it to catch any of the water. So I'm gonna cook this, and then I'm also gonna go change because I'm in school clothes and I hate being in school clothes, and then eat dinner and watch Married at First Sight. I make this dish. I don't know. It's the Bertolli. This is the linguine, but typically I use the fettuccine when I do. Sorry, I'm so shaky when I try to hold the camera without like a tripod. When I do this chicken and Alfredo pasta dish, I usually use fettuccine, but I used linguine because they didn't have any fettuccine at the store, which I was annoyed by, but it is what it is. So, super delicious. I definitely overcook my chicken. I don't need comments on it. I just like to make sure it's dead and that, you know, I don't want to get sick, so I am extra cautious. Like, that's a rotisserie chicken that I cook. I reheat it on the stove so that I make sure that it's cooked all the way. But it's a really good dinner, so it's not the healthiest, that's for sure. But, you know, I'm a teacher, and when I get home at like 6:30, I don't want to do anything that is elaborate. Even this is very elaborate for cooking, so because you have to like boil the water and cook the pasta and then heat up the chicken on the stove and heat up the Alfredo and all that stuff. So it's just like, it doesn't sound time consuming, but like when all's said and done, I have to cut the chicken off of the chicken. When all's said and done, it still takes like 20 to 30 minutes to cook. I mean, I got home at 6 o'clock, which is early for me. And it still took, it's 6:51 now. Like, by the time I cut the meat off of the chicken, took the carcass to the dumpster and emptied the garbage and did all that and then cooked everything, it's 6:51. So it definitely takes a long time, and yeah, I don't know how people cook like elaborate meals every night because I can't. So I'm on my way to work. It is Friday. So happy it's raining. It has been such a long week. I don't even know. Like, I don't know why. Probably because we were off for a week, and the week we were off, I was like nonstop because that's like I had just moved and was building furniture and selling furniture, so I had to like go to my parents' house where people were picking up the furniture or clean out the furniture, you know, things like that. Like my dresser, I had to take everything out of and clean it up, make sure it looked nice, and because I like to like clean things before I give them to people. I don't know if that's weird, but so I was just building a lot of furniture and ordering things, and you know, it was just a busy week. So I think that a lot
of why I'm so tired this week is because last week was so nonstop that I did sleep in a couple of times, but it wasn't restful. Like, I was very go. Got our trees, and then I was decorating, and sorry for the lighting, the sun's coming up. So just a lot going on. I got some Dunkin' because I didn't want to make coffee this morning. I don't know. That happens sometimes. And yeah, there's just a lot going on. So I'm so excited for it to be Friday. I have no football this weekend. Both of my teams are not playing this weekend. So I get to relax. Maybe I'll see if one of my friends wants to go get brunch or something tomorrow. But yeah, I get to just relax, read. I have so I've been reading Harry Potter. Okay, don't hate. I love Harry Potter. Loved Harry Potter forever. I have tried to read Harry Potter so many times since I was like 11 when it came out. Yeah, because I'm around the actors' ages, I think, and they were 11 when it came out, I think. I was young, so I tried to read it 3 different times. The first one, The Sorcerer's Stone, and I tried to read it 3 different times, and every single time I'd get halfway through and I'd forget that I was reading it, and I'd put it down, and I would not I'm coming up on the stoplight and there's like people, so I feel really awkward filming. Maybe if I'm far enough back, nobody will notice. I would just like put it down and forget about it, and then when I would go to pick it up again, I would have to start over. So 3 different times, and then 2020 hit, and I was teaching, and we had to like be separated, at lunch and stuff. Like, we weren't really supposed to be in the same room. Like, we could be in the same room, you had to be 6 feet apart and all that. So I just ate in my room, and I would read while I was eating. And so on my Kindle, that's when I got a Kindle. And I've always been like solid book lover, right? Hold on, let me turn so these people can see. I've always been like a solid, like, I want the physical book. I like the physical book. I like the small books. I just like having actual books. And I do read actual books, but I had gotten a Kindle. So, I got the Kindle app on my phone as well, and I would read Harry Potter then. And it was during my lunch, so like it took me a while still, because I only got like 30 minutes for lunch, and I'm trying to eat too. So I read the first 2, I think it was the first 2 Harry Potters that year, which was 2020, 2021, that school year. And then I continued reading them, but they take a really long time to read. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a slow reader already. It takes me a long time to read anything already. And I also have a more difficult time reading things that are written with accents. So Harry Potter is English, like, right? It's got an accent, like an English accent. So some of the words I don't know, and some of the ways they pronounce stuff, sometimes, like, if you've ever read Harry Potter, like, Hagrid is always like saying things, missing letters and stuff, so that's really hard for me to read. I'm pretty sure I'm dyslexic, I don't really know, but I think. So, point being is it took me a long time to read. So I'm on 7. The last one, I'm about, I want to say 68% through it, I think. And I want to finish it before the year's over. I actually want to finish it, before the year's over. And I also want to listen to the audiobook because I've listened to the audiobook of all the other ones this year. Like, I've already read them, so now I'm listening to the audiobook. So I want to do that. I know what happens in the story for the most part. I mean, I've only seen that movie once, the last two movies, part 1 and part 2 of 7. I've only seen it once, I think. But as I listen to the audiobook, once I finish it, then I'm going back and watching the movie. But I'd like to do just a whole Harry Potter marathon over Christmas break because I have 3 weeks off. So the plan is to finish Harry Potter and finally have read it all and listen to the audiobook all before the end of the year, which is not that like crazy because if I can finish Harry Potter in the next week, I can listen to the audiobook on my drive to work, which is usually what I do, even though right now I'm talking to you. Usually I listen to audiobooks on the way to work. So like I'm at 71 books this year, which I did not physically read all of those. I've listened to a lot of audiobooks this year. I have read a lot, but I've listened to a lot of audiobooks this year. And like on my drive, because my drive to work is 45 minutes. So there and then 45 minutes back. So I can listen to the audiobook really fast. Anyways, if I finish the book this weekend or next week, then I can listen to the audiobook before a break. But yeah, I'm just a slow reader. And the other problem is when I do go to read a physical book, it's usually at night and I'm tired and I fall asleep within like 5 pages. So it just takes so long. And I have another book that I'm halfway through. It's A Part of Your World, I think, by Abby Jimenez. So I have the series. It's a 3-book series and I have all 3 books, but I haven't finished Part of Your World either. And that one's more difficult, so I like to read my Kindle right before bed because I can turn off my light and not have a light on while I'm reading it because the Kindle obviously lights up and then it turns off itself. If I fall asleep, I don't lose the page or anything. It'll just turn off. But a physical book, one, if I fall asleep, I lose the page. So like, nod off and like drop the book or whatever. But also, put my sunglasses on, I can see. I have to have the light on, and so that actually isn't great. So, I like the Kindle for read before bed. So it's harder for me to get through actual physical books. So hopefully I'll get those read. My goal is 9 more books before the end of the year. So then I'm at 80 for the year. But that includes the Harry Potter that I'm more than halfway through, 3/4 of the way through. That includes Part of Your World, which I am over halfway through. And then I'll listen to Harry Potter again, so that's 3. And then I'll listen to, 6 audiobooks or read a physical book. I actually have 3 Christmas books I want to read that are physical books. They seem shorter. I don't know if they are. Just like thickness wise, I didn't look at the page number, but maybe I'll read those 3 and then listen to 3 audiobooks. So at least 9 more books this year, which I can do. I've done 16 books in a month this year before, and I didn't read the first 2 months of this year. Well, I did, but I was reading Fourth Wing and I was reading very slowly. So next year's goal is 100 books, which I've never even gotten to my goal of 20 books before, which was this year's goal, and I felt like that was ambitious. But then I started listening to audiobooks, and that really helped me to at least get to consume the books that I wanted to read. Am I actually physically reading it? No, but I'm getting to hear the stories that I wanted to hear. So, and if I'm driving, it's nice to be able to not always listen to music. I love music, but I also I love to read, and I love stories, and so it's cool to be able to listen to that. So anyways, that is all. That's my book tangent for the day. So.
Apparently I'm just filming all my intros and outros on the same day, but thank you for watching the vlog, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. It was not easy to do. I am terrified to edit it, and hopefully it turned out okay, because this is no joke. I don't know how to vlog. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things, and there's more to come.